This is a 2025 Porsche Macan 4S EV that was just imported from Japan. This car has 509 horsepower and goes 0 to 100 in just 3.9 seconds. And today I'm going to tell you everything about its exterior, its interior, and of course I'm going to take it for a drive. Despite the vehicle's name, it's not just an electric version of the Porsche Macan. In reality, it's a totally different vehicle compared to the standard Macan. They didn't just put an electric powertrain in a gas-powered Macan's body. Instead, they've redesigned the EV version inside out. However, Porsche didn't kill the gas-powered Macan. Instead, they chose to keep selling both, the gas-powered Macan and the electric Macan, which is quite an interesting move. The roofline is the most noticeable difference between the Macan EV and the standard model. And this sloping rear roofline is similar to other electric cars, such as the Panamera and the Taycan, and it's made this way in order to improve the aerodynamics of the car for it to have a bigger range. The general look of this car screams EV, but I actually like it. And probably the most noticeable feature is the headlights, which are actually down here, sort of in the middle of the front, not on top. These do look like the headlights, but actually these are the daylights and the turn signals. The actual headlights are located lower, over here. On the back you have this Macan 4S badge and the name Porsche written in huge white letters. This car is an import from Japan. If you live in Cyprus and want to check out the latest prices of your dream car, reach out to us for a free consultation and we will share the best offers available on whatever car you need. The link is in the description. One special feature about this car is that it has a huge sunroof that looks and functions amazingly. But at the same time it has some questionable features, such as these plastic pieces on each door. Honestly, I don't like them. And even though this isn't a huge car, it's still quite heavy, about 2,400 kilograms, which makes this around 600 kilograms heavier than the standard gas-powered one. The overall key design is slightly different compared to other Porsche models. It looks cool and resembles a smaller Porsche car. One thing that I really like about this key is that you can open up the front trunk with just one press of a button, and it opens up completely. Unlike in other cars where you press the button, the hood slightly pops open and you have to reach under it to manually lift it up. The front trunk isn't particularly large in this car, but you could at least store the charging cables in here, which still adds some practicality to this car. Inside, the red interior looks and feels very futuristic and modern. There's two screens located across the dashboard. The gauge cluster is highly configurable. You can have it show whatever information you want in whatever way you need. A big map, vehicle information, music, it's all available to you in this screen. And the configuration controls have separate buttons on the steering wheel, which make it very easy to adjust exactly what it is showing, which is a pretty nice feature. Then we have the center screen, which is the main infotainment system for the car. It controls everything: navigation, music, calls, settings, and is generally a very intuitive system. It's responsive to the touch and it's easy to figure out. And of course, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto do come standard in this car. A really cool feature in this Macan is that you can adjust the infotainment system theme, which basically means that you can change the general color theme for all of the screens as well as tie it to the ambient lighting. Another cool feature is the electric sport sound. If you turn the electric sport sound on, a futuristic sporty fuzz will appear. This is what it sounds like. Now let's talk about the drive modes. In the drive modes there is an off-road mode, and surprisingly all Macan EV models come with air suspension that can raise the ground clearance to 225 millimeters, which is quite a lot. In the center you have your climate controls, which are thankfully not integrated into the main screen, but instead they're located on this weird touch panel, where if you press one button the whole panel moves. Right above the climate controls is this small panel that opens up, and this is where the wireless charging is located. The back seats of the Macan are very tight, especially for a taller guy like me. My knees are pushing up against the front seat, but I guess it's not very critical. The headroom, on the other hand, is surprisingly fine, considering the sloped roof design. I have no problem sitting here whatsoever. And you don't get many luxuries here too. You can adjust the vents, the wind direction, and there's two USB Type-C ports down there. And the middle seat can be folded down to become an armrest that also includes two cup holders. And finally we move on to the trunk of the Macan EV. To open up the tailgate, you have to press this hidden button located under the Porsche logo. Tap it once and the trunk pops open automatically. The cargo space in the trunk isn't exactly huge, so the front trunk might come in handy for a lot of Macan owners. If you lift up the floor in this Macan, you'll notice that there's no extra space available. That's because this Macan is equipped with the Bose sound system. I imagine that if this option wasn't selected, then there would be extra storage room in here. But you do get these netted pockets on each side as an extra storage option. These latches allow you to fold down the rear seats from the cargo area. This is very convenient because you can do it from the back without having to walk all the way around the car. Very easy. And now let's see what the Macan EV is like on the road. So, first of all, I want to point out that this thing is very fast. It's like they made a mom's car fun and sporty. The way this car accelerates, handles, the sounds it makes, all adds up into a very pleasant experience. Porsche really did a good job with this compact luxury SUV. There's really no fuck-ups in this car. So far, I'm really enjoying it. And this is generally a very good city car. It's quiet, compact, fun, and it's a Porsche. The acceleration is perfect for such car. The gas pedal is very responsive and it also handles very good. Driving this car, you can feel that you're sitting quite high up, and at the same time it accelerates very quickly. It's also extremely quiet in here. You don't feel the tires screaming in your ears. You don't feel any wind noise. The outside is completely isolated from you. The only bad thing I can say about this car is that some parts in the interior do feel kinda cheap. Like there's plastic on the steering wheel, for example, that I don't really like touching. And the biggest issue is the price. This car is in the higher range compared to its competitors in the same class. But this is a Porsche, and even though it's electric, Porsche somehow manages to transfer its magic even into a car like this. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you are thinking about importing a car from Japan, reach out to us and we will guide you every step of the way. Link in the bio.